And the reason I am here is because Kenya is coming to the United States next year. In Washington, D.C., the National Museum, the chain of national museums of the United States is called the Smithsonian Institution. Now that Smithsonian Institution has every year a large cultural exposition which brings living cultures from around the world to share with the American people and of course the world, because the world comes to Washington in June. And next year, Kenya is coming to be the feature country.
In our preparations for this occasion, we expect to work with you. There are some areas where we may actually require the diaspora to exclusively help us drive it home. Now, this is born out of a long-standing cooperation between us and the United States. From those days of student airlifts and so on, and what has given back to what you are now doing out in America, seeking greener pastures, coming out here to get and search for opportunities that can drive your own agenda and that of the nation. We signed an MOU between the government of the United States and the government of Kenya in the year 2011. That MOU was an agreement that we can do something greater than the relationship we already had between the Smithsonian and our government. We had the National Museums of Kenya and the Kenya Wildlife Society, who had already projects in research and other areas of education together with the Smithsonian. But the relationship grew to levels where they felt that we need to do something bigger. So that is how this was born. So as we showcase our beautiful country, there is so much to showcase. We have issues of sports, tourism, trade, culture, very many areas. So we expect that there is room for all of you and all of us to participate.
At this particular point, I just want to introduce a cabinet member who is among the young team that the President Uhuru Kenyatta has put together just to steer the country to the next level. The Cabinet Secretary for Sports, Culture and the Arts. Ladies and gentlemen.
Amjambo. Amjambo tena wa Kenya. Kwanza pengine nianze na kwa Kiswahili. Yangu ni furaha kuu kuwa hapa nanyi leo. Na nimeangalia hapa nje nikaona mko na watoto wenu, wajukuu na watukuu kwa wengine. Inaonyesha ile moyo ya Kenya bado inaendelea. Na sisi katika sekta ya utamaduni tukiona mambo hayo ndio tunafurahi zaidi. Kwa hivyo asanteni sana na Mungu azidi kuwabariki. The Ministry of Sports, Culture and the Arts, this is seen as a softer ministry, but it is the core ministry of our Kenyanness. One of the things we have on the table is tea and mandazi. Those are cultural items of Kenya. Yeah? So you can never be Kenyan without your Kenyanness. You can never be Kenyan without the Ministry of Culture. Sports. Kipchoge Keino is as popular as the top scientist in the world. He can meet presidents. I mean, Kenyan athletes in Boston win and go and meet American presidents that politicians cannot even meet. So athletics, sports has done so much for Kenya. That, you know, how much does it cost when you fly that flag after winning a gold medal? It is worth more than any advertisement Kenya can get anywhere. The other question about Smithsonian, this has not been done before by any government, by anyone before us, bringing more than 360 Kenyans from all parts of Kenya, from as far as Marsabit, bringing them to Washington, sustaining them and keeping them here, and for them to perform. It's going to be a huge task. We're looking for about 500 million Kenyan shillings. So for the MOU, the US was to pay 86 million. Kenya is to pay 86 million. That will be 172 million. There's going to be a balance of 368 million. And the 368 million balance is going to be raised through what we call PPP, public-private partnerships, through the different corporates. So we want you to come out strongly and support us.